because we've had some predictions. We've talked about it here. And the two of us a little bit different. Talk to me about what you were thinking, Jonah.
So I picked Susquehanna High School.
I know I personally have taken the Cheltenham High side of things. Who should we be expecting to maybe be the favorites in this matchup and maybe the underdogs?
And so I really do think that Garnet Valley, being that previous year winner, is actually, really under pressure because as high school esports evolves, these other players start getting into the mix. Drastic things can change when different players are brought into the fold too, right? You can see a team really increase in level, and maybe that's what we'll see here from Cheltenham. I mean, they are your pick though, and since my pick is in here, I've got to root for yours, so then I'm going with Cheltenham.
Let's go. Good enough time as it is. But with that being said, semifinal number 1 going to be coming up next here.
Pretty solid here for CHS. They got 2 men on the site, 3 in A main here. So as the initial push comes in though, Sunny opens up our fragging today, taking down Beetle John, that counterpart in initiator, as trades back and forth end up leading to GVHS taking that round cleanly.
Not quite connecting in the way they wanted, but Ziti bringing it back with 2 players. It's now the 1-on-2, and Torquay caught between 2 different members. Takes the 1v1, creates the duel. It's up to 6 HP, and a dream here. The connection is there with Torquay, the connecting the 1v2, but ultimately the 2-on-4.
Garnet though, so don't get on your high horses yet, CHS. The retake is in, Fade utility drops, everything gets checked by the Neural Theft. It's up to Gavmaster.
Oh, and he's doing some good work already. Put this into a 1v2, relatively winnable situation. Now off of the spike, it's not going to be as effective this time though. With a great double swing, GVHS confirm that they will pick up a 6th round. And there's the showstopper going to be pulled off the back of it. Not a lot done. The Rolling Thunder to follow up, and there's definitely going to be players caught in that. Bun taking advantage. The first of those still stunned for the time being, but Beetle John is good for the frag that still trades in GVHS's favor effectively in order to give themselves win conditions. As we push forward, Bun, this is the same situation, but this time at B rather than A. Beetle John, the only one to connect a shot. He's finally got another, but the aftershock applying pressure from both sides. It's swift and easy. Nice Master gone. Now the Rolling Thunder allows entry to the A site, but they have to run through the fire and the flames of the Molly set up, and now the Neural Theft. Ziti has all the information. Give him another, the ace possibility, and Ziti with a connection that's massive as Garnet Valley take 9. The half is theirs.
Alright, Vincent, I've downloaded GVHS, right? These guys, the reason they're able to play so aggressive with Bun, Sunny, and Voy on the opposite side is because Z's on the other side defending. This man is just an absolute stalwart here. He's able to defend so well, an Aegis, if you will. On this cipher right now, he's able to provide the tripwires that allow them to retake, but not only that, his utility is going to be so good for watching the flank when they're on offense.
A little bit slower this time, and by that I mean just a small amount. Gonna get checked. Oh man, Blueberry would have loved to come away with something there, but both Ziti and Bun connect the shots. There's nobody actually home here at the A site. It's up to a retake.
Yeah, and you notice the stark contrast in the offense, right, from GVHS. They walk out with their guns first, try to get that aim duel going before they use the utility. After they get in, then they drop the util to further keep out CHS from retaking, and that's what makes it so difficult, right? If you're able to win that initial gunfight, this is the result.
And it doesn't help either that nobody's actually committed to this site, and it's going to be a showstopper from Bun. That is unfortunately going to be difficult to get value, but Bun moves forward fast enough. The headshot, but it's just a dink. That's unfortunate, as the potential Vandal would have been a Vandal, would have been a kill, but not this time. Roy on the long range. This time the connection is good, and Torquay pushed up. It seems inevitable. It's 2 versus 1. Rolling Thunder connects, and it is shut down. GVHS 13-4. Game 2, getting prepared, you just mentioned, bind on the cards. And I think the most important part of that, maybe not most important, but a very interesting part of that, is that Garnet Valley elect to go towards the attack. Eric FPS in this time, and I don't know who is out actually, but was on the bench last map. First opening up to a retake. Now Copycat open things up strong, but it will be shut down as it's a crossfire of sort set up. Double swing as well on the long angle. Beetle John, it's tough to fight 3 players at once, but it's only after everyone else is gone. Viper's Pit with the spike in hand. Eric gonna have to continue to try and be the king.
The king of the map here. He exits the top.
Oh, I think he spotted him.
Yeah, I think so, Vincent.
I don't know that Blueberry has made that same information play.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, and that's going to be a plant for sure. Plenty of time to do so. Now this will get out, and that's successful. Oh my goodness.
Redeems himself from the previous round, Vincent. Eric FPS showing why he was subbed in. He couldn't get it done in round 4, but round 5 is a different matter for the lad. A smoke from Juice. He gets onto site here, tries to take out Roy, does end up confirming the frag, but gets traded out very quickly. This is a very sketchy round here, though, but Eric, the clutch minister,
he's not going to do it again. This is another 1v3 on the cards, but Blueberry will do the damage, the shutdown. Eric, nearly another victory there.
With this, sort of hobbled up together by, it's looking a little different than what we've seen as the...
That's what we call a creative smoke.
Yes, very creative. It gets the skybox, so Sky can't flash over, and... I was singing the praises, and maybe they decided that they didn't want to be heralded too much here. As Beetle John looking for one, finds one. It's still a 2v4 though, and it's not looking so hot for the side of Cheltenham High School. They've got so much to do. 2 defenders here on the A side though, so they can get one, and the exchange go to Eric.
I mean, it's hard when Eric has the best gun in the game. It really is. Tough to win that endeavor.
the best 1850 gun in the game, Vincent.
It's true. You see? Well, not the best outcome, but also not the most investment.
Of course, it was such a good job here by our observer, Aerith. Spotting this out. Obviously, this is the second time the creative lineup has happened, and it's really bringing me back, to the time I played Sova on Haven, and I just shot the shock darts, and the observer highlighted it, and it went into actual Narnia, up by a round. So really, it's still their game to lose.
Well, we'll see. Ultra aggression, 5 players pushing forward, and it is now Garnet Valley taking the time, the space, and potentially the victory here. Low health for 3 of their 4 remaining members, but they can't see Beetle John whipping there as Copycat Bread does everything that was possible, but there was too many bodies in the way. Garnet Valley dominate their way to another victory.
Yeah, maybe GVHS will have to lean on someone else, perhaps Bun the Duelist, but no, it's ZD who opens up the fragging for this 18th round, and with that Stinger, such a good gun.
Absolutely, we've seen it do work, doing more work here. ZD, another connection, still not down, it's good for a 4th. ZD with the classic, it's an ace from ZD. That is huge for Garnet Valley. 10 rounds now in double digits for the successful flank.
Yeah,
really
of course.
hot.
And I've rarely ever seen a player get subbed and have this level of impact, as the aggressive defense again from GVHS is paying dividends.
Showstopper as well. In here. At least Blueberry will take something with them, but it's up to just the one, and well, the chance is actually becoming more difficult to get this 30 bomb, but Beetle John gonna keep it alive. 2 shots already swung, and there it is, the 30, as it's 13-8 to the favor of GVHS. Fantastic matchup, a best of 5 to determine who takes the lion's share of that scholarship prize money. It's going to be a fantastic time. The grand finals getting ready to kick off here and now, as guys have been continuing to keep it warm because game 1 is coming up first, and we got a fantastic map prepared. One thing you might not be prepared to see, it's going to be split as game 1 gets started. Of course, brought to you massive buff compared to the KJ, but it's going to be a standard wall up mid. That's to get over the top, and both players that were playing defense going to end up falling. It's up to Tommy, but Tommy is felled by the onslaught. The flash is there.
Or else it's looking very bleak for them.
Here's the showstopper. Bun should be able to confirm at least a frag, and it will be the case. Now, Dan.
In the covered back B site, the flash comes through. The defense is trying to retake, but no, it's the over-under that finds 1, finds 2, and Torquay chimes in for the 3rd and 4th. He's letting Sunny Boy go first, and then he has the res available, so Sunny Boy goes down. He can get res, but they don't even get there. Sunny Boy actually takes out his opponent, goes in free onto the B site, and it's going to be a 5v4 retake. It's going to be so hard to do this because, I say that, but Nunu gets one from the hell position.
Yeah, stuck underneath, playing well. The Rolling Thunder to follow that. It's going to give Dan position time, but Torquay stunned, no problem. It'll be Dan to have the connection. It's all on to the flanking Roy.
Team versus Royce, right? So, like, let's just note the differences and see what we can find.
So the Nanoswarm's not placed down, which is a little bit interesting. Just looking to find a timing. The timing is perfect in Roy for the 1v2. A massive clutch to keep GVHS flawless in the first map of the grand finals. Who's now moving forward with help from everyone else. It's only the Astra remaining. That gravity well, as we talked about, heavily discussed, will deny their defuse for the time being. Further to be done. The first already. There's the second. The spam is a drop. Torquay nearly able to connect. It goes around the corner and it's safe for the time being. That's outrageous from Torquay. Gonna be able to hit the right click and find the clutch 1v3. Ziddy moving in, spotted out. Now they're all in one area. This is difficult to fight their way out of, particularly with the paint shells coming in. Boxing left and right. It's CBS to fall.
And actually, like, wide swing out of B main, he definitely died to the Heaven player right there. So, creative wall, props to Uzidi. And that is his team. Such a strong, stable hold here on the B site there.
World with which he gets even further, and Torquay walks straight into him. No, not the damage done. The damage, a little chip damage there, actually. As the flashes come forward, it's beautiful. The crossfire, everyone falling in male, and the rest of the team unable to enter the longer B position. Coming up here as we look towards the game, Ascent is where we're headed, and it is definitely the time for the Central Bucks South High School to get this going. You have to have those initiators, but ET trying to be one of their own. What a nice little work around there. Torquay has found the paranoia straightforward, and ZD has come away with a fragment kill. What's happened there? It's turned in the favor of Garnet Valley almost as fast as CBS found that early engagement. There could be... Okay, never mind.
Has the makings of players that are going to go on to collegiate and play at a very high level. As you see ZD snap his crosshair so quickly.
Should be guaranteed. Grace, yeah, pretty much that is going to be the crossfire now. Winver low.
It's available to them, and look where Sunny Boy is. He's waiting to get the first.
It was just Winver taking the time, trying to confirm the freebie.
Oh.
Bun really did not want Winver to survive there. Fragment comes in, the blades are denied. There's further players to move forward. There's now only Sunny Boy finding success. Rough time.
Yeah, bad timing for the members of GVHS, but still, Roy has that clutch potential. The only sophomore in this tournament is on for the 1 vs 3. Gets the first, gets the second, but can't get the third. Jordan's his counterpart takes him out.
Not so ideal, considering the sheer number of players. Oh, maybe not. That's 2. Quick frags. The low HP as well from this Jet. Trying to find a gun to get away with. It's not going to happen.
I mean, as you said, ZD is the most experienced player in this lobby, right? He knows the exact distance where the shorty will do the maximum amount of damage, gets the 2K with only 2 bullets. That's not something you see every day, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be, a huge detriment to the economy of CBS. Imagine if they had those 2 guns saved over, they would be able to build that economic cash up more and more and then start steamrolling GVHS. But now, because of the expert marksmanship from ZD, he's actually put his team in a chance to break the economy of CBS in the next round.
Bad situation, but it could go bad for worse if they can't hold here. Garnet Valley doing some good work. It's there's Sunny Boy coming out. The timing is perfect, and ZD is doing even more good work. Be paranoid, but that is just going to be one player on the other side. It's Tommy. He's already got 3 frags, and it was a 1v3. First already in his hand.
They take a breath, and now with the breath, they decide to re-enter into the site, but Dan blinds himself a little bit, and Bun Bun chimes in with 2. Now it's Roy starting the fragging, ending it thus far, and Tommy, this is the 3rd round in a row where we've seen him at the last alive.
Pretty free. One player here for hell, but that's not going to last for long.
What? Winver
Okay,
with the flying midair blind headshot onto. I don't even know. I'm disoriented from watching that one. But he does get rightfully traded out by Torquay. That was just a little bit too much for me. And Newt here gets tagged by that Sova before being brought down by Roy's judge here. He's on the site though. But look, Killjoy is still in hell. The Rolling Thunder comes through, stunning everyone. It looks like Jordan's here has been activated. He's found the player backside before Dan gets taken out. 2v2, Jordan's still alive, still fighting in that backline before Tommy comes.
Next map is It Feels Good as we get into game number 3. Bind coming up, and we talked about how that Viper was so important for the likes of Garnet Valley. I think it's going to continue to be so here. Very interesting.
Eric in a 1v3. If he pulls this off, it will be a miracle. Let's see if the senior has what it takes to put the team on his back.
He had a 1v3 last time. There's no way he's made this. That is ridiculous that Eric has gotten away. He's going to collect that frag, and he's going to rotate another time. The rotate games are crazy, as he'll be able to get onto the site, initiate the spike, and set up for the defense. Oh my goodness, and that's going to be the Viper's Pit as well. The spike gives the extra orb required. Just so many bullets being plugged forward, and that is going to be Dan's undoing. The one moment that he has to reload is a moment that they fail. Eric with a big decision there to get rid of the pit, to rotate around, but now Newt has to anticipate where they're coming from, but it's going to be a full defuse. He's just holding for the second. They're not even going to swing. Eric, you need to go. 3, no, not going to happen. Eric still is hard. ZD needs to pop at the right moment, is going to deny the plant. So that's step number 1, guaranteed. Good victory there. And CBS now have to try and deal with the Garnet Valley players. Another time, this time, no denial, but it is going to be a trade as Tommy tries to get it back around the corner. Eric long range, that's massive as the Haunt does the damage. ZD with so much information has got 3 kills, and Eric with the other 2. They've done it, and they made it look pretty simple.
Yeah, so with 44, as we said, it favors the offense, but Roy there, he takes down 1, takes down 2. That's the spike drop against him. Dan's flanking him though. Dan puts his crosshair away from him, but snaps back on. It's going to be a 2 versus 3, and Dan gets early positioning down into CT. Did Torquay hear him though? Torquay hear him though. Let's see if this advanced position pays off. He's got a flashes, peeks, gets the first, hides away, making it 2v2. But does he spot the player coming out of heaven? That's Torquay, my man. He's got a good positioning already onto site. Tommy versus the world. Tommy versus 2. Tommy spots 1. Tommy sees him, taps on to Eric, trying to move his way in.
You're going to go rotate out. This should be relatively free, but actually there's still one player here. Eric, he's got that position. Looking to try and deny the plant, but there's no chance to really do that. Has to wait patiently. for the players to come forward, and with 2 left and nobody even able to see, there wasn't any issues cleaning up.
Candidates who've carried their team on their back. And here we go, an execute with Winver at the helm. He's the tip of the spear. He pushes into showers. He doesn't want them to take this position because last time they were here, they stopped them and stopped them again. They will. Bun so consistent in the shower position.
So consistent indeed. Bun still alive and kicking as well. Now the upgrade to the Vandal. You put it on though, and suddenly Jordan's decayed. Problems ensuing. It's Tommy versus the entirety of the defense. Did he already throw I don't think he had a molly. He must not have. Oh, that's brutal. No molly. Make it so that there's not even 2 players remaining as the Rolling Thunder comes down. Trying to deal with Roy in this position is so hard unless you stun him like that.
But they forgot the spike back at B long because they didn't bring it up. The player there actually died, so it's unfortunate, but it's a 2v2. The spike hasn't gone down, and because it hasn't gone down, Eric is actually staying towards the A site, and maybe he's got the right read.
I don't know if there's time for this, especially not now with Eric in the way. It's over. That's 11. This is going the distance. Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Particularly because we're sitting right on the cusp of a map point, as it is only tied up 1-1 in this best of 5. Well, Zeddy pushing forward. That's a classic Zeddy maneuver. We'll confirm that there's nobody there, but there's a vast majority of players still ready and waiting to go forward. They're gonna allow Zeddy to fall back and a C's to follow it up.
And of course, this has been one of the first few times where GVHS has actually had the defensive advantage. And look, Winver has actually crept his way up B long. Now he's flanking Hookah, but no, look at the players. They're switching places right now. From B to A, Winver has a timing here?
I'm so confused at Winver getting into this position, but there we are. Tommy will go down after getting 1, so he's traded quickly. Zeddy really needs to stay alive, and it's going to be the Nightfall to keep them in this for now. A Prowler to follow, stuck between a rock and a hard place as Eriks does upgrade in towards the rifle. Stunned with the fault line, will be a 2-on-2.
Walk through that Viper's toxic screen. And look, Bun can deny the plant with this grenade. No! Dude sticks it. It's going to be Dan versus Eric, 2 Titans on their team. Can Eric do this? Or will Dan fight back?
A big moment. Eric, he's been clutch the whole time, but he has the lower HP. Just needs to check this close range angle. Is it going to check it? And Dan has the connect. And it will be... Oh, the planter is already planting. So I think maybe a small mistake you could argue there. We'll see how the effects go. 1-for-1 trades over towards the outside of shower. Let's just start things off.
Yeah, but that is the smokes and the initiator going down. The offense loses its power. It doesn't have the initiators that it needs. It doesn't have the initiation to get onto the site. On the other side, they've been working together to find access here on the B side, and the showers push actually pans out. They had no one A short, right, to hold that position, but they gambled 2 showers. And look, the gamble pays off, right? It's working well for them. So they've gotten that 5v4 advantage now. CBS, if they want to win this, they're going to have to do it towards that B site.
So much on the line here. Garnet Valley. They're going to get their chance. The push is going to come through. That first one, Winver going down. A critical factor for CBS gone. The haunt destroyed, but though it is gone, Garnet Valley have 5 alive versus the 2 CBS still have remaining. They gotta go. There's no saves here, and I will give Jordan props for getting anything there, but unfortunately, it's not enough.
The champions, the challengers in CBS, Central Bucks South, are trying their best here. The Molly stops them. The C's as well paired with it means that they can't find access through showers, but Bun responds. Tommy, though, they still hold on to the shower spot, so that means that they're able to shoot down short, taking up another gun. Will he expect 2? No, he gets the first, but Tommy, 1, 2, 3. Tommy doing work. Finds Bun, but his teammate gets tagged down by Bun. Looking like an A take, but no! Winver lurking on the duelist here. His whole team comes back over to the B side. Bunny hops out of the hookah position. Does he know about Torky? He's in that covered position. In gardens, finds one, finds two, on for the third. Doesn't necessarily getting tagged down, and eventually gets taken down. But that's not all. Bun through the teleporter, flanking with his teammate. These two are the shower players. They played together. The Molotov from Tommy, though, along with that sky smoke, means they won't be able to get in right away.
What a massive moment. That flash is perfect, but Newt hits the shot, and there it is! The victory for Central Bucks South. It's 15-13. It is gonna get started, and yeah, question marks do abound. Pearl, the newest map in the pool, is a lot of fun. And there, now the push to come in. Everybody with the neon, especially leading that way. The positioning, good. Ooh, Winver going to continue to take shots as Newt is there to apply the additional pressure from the left side, but Sunny Boy pushes forward, catches Winver out in the open. And Garnet Valley, they've actually made their way onto this site. Despite the HP disadvantage, they're still up a player.
Yeah, and Tommy's made his long way around, flanked through the A side, now on the flank towards B, gets the head tap onto Eric's. Can he confirm the second? He does onto Sunny, but it's a 1v1. Torky takes out Newt. Both players are extremely low HP, but Torky's got the positional advantage as well as the sound cue.
Perfect from Torky. That sound cue, as you mentioned, instantly pulls out. Much information was had. CBS sort of baiting themselves out there because they thought they knew what was going on, but they did not.
Yeah, some unfortunate counterplay to their own well-laid plans here as Jordan actually can't trade out Tommy, and then he gets taken out by ZD, but they don't expect Dan here on the flank, sends out the flashpoint, doesn't find him, gets hit by the C's. There's the Prowler. He's still affected by the C's in the 1v1. He's got the flashpoint out, flashes Sunny, but he peeks before the flash fully pops, so Sunny gets his chance. But he's against all of these ultimates from the side of GVHS. Look at that. They've got so much to work with. They've got the kitchen sink, they've got the bathroom, and they've got the living room to throw at them. And they're throwing it at the A site, far away from where this operator is actually located.
Yeah, this op not going to be super invested into this, but actually a little bit of an interesting thing happening here. That Nightfall comes out, and despite the Cosmic Divide, the Nightfall makes it so that the Cosmic Divide a little bit less impactful. So it's now time for the Lockdown to be the one put forward, and that will hopefully give GVHS the entry. The Haunt going to follow that. As the Lockdown confirms, nobody detained in the area, but once again, there's no commit.
It's a fake, and another fake. Z is the one that capitalizes off his own ultimate, uses it to lurk through the A side into Art, looking for more players. Will he spot in the flower position? He does get the tag, the 3K onto Tommy, but they're going into Winver is his team. Ever's pit, but they're not into sight yet. Newt holding this Art position, spots one, takes him down. Bun gets another, gets two, obviously, and then Jordan's chiming in with onto Z. That's the lurk down, and that means it's going to be the flank opened up for the side of CBS, but the flank can't even come in because the retake from the side of CBS is stopped.
Turkey still unknown, which is great news for the Garnet Valley. But with that being said, they're starting to run out of time. The push continuing, and two nanoswarms still there. Torky is just a menace on the back of that site, denying everyone. No chance.
Smoke is still up.
They do have a Cosmic Divide, and here's that overdrive that I was talking about before. It's time to pick up that spike and get it down. So effective at taking space. It's going to be an aftershock to be pulled out. Jordan's denying the plant. No, the plant goes down. It's down with 1v1. It's Dan pushes forward. Sunny Boy has to clutch again. They know exactly where Sunny's at.